Every map showed the same mountain. Every expedition had the same goal: reach the summit, come back alive. But some never did. No final message, no rescue signal, just silence. Over time, people stopped calling it a mountain. They started calling it a grave. What could make an entire mountain so deadly? Was something hiding there? Or was the real danger something much older? Something inside the human mind? In 1924, two British climbers disappeared high on the world's tallest mountain. Their names were George Mallory and Andrew Irvine. They were chasing a dream: to become the first humans to stand on the summit of Mount Everest. Another climber saw them one final time. They were climbing through the clouds. Then a storm swallowed the mountain. They were never seen alive again. For decades, nobody knew what happened. Did they reach the top? Or did the mountain stop them only a few steps away? In 1999, Mallory's frozen body was finally discovered. He had been lying there for 75 years, almost perfectly preserved by the freezing air. But Irvine was still missing. His camera was never found. If that camera still exists, it could answer one of history's greatest mountaineering mysteries. Everest isn't alone. Across the world, mountains have earned terrifying reputations. Not because monsters live there, but because nature doesn't forgive mistakes. One wrong step, one hidden crevasse, one sudden avalanche, and the mountain wins. Why do humans keep climbing anyway? Because some mysteries are simply impossible to ignore. The strange part is, many mountains create their own weather. A clear blue sky can disappear in minutes. Winds suddenly explode past 160 kilometers per hour. The temperature can drop below -40 degrees Celsius. Your fingers stop working. Your thoughts become slower. Even breathing becomes a struggle. Above 8,000 meters lies a place climbers call the death zone. The air contains only about 1/3 of the oxygen found at sea level. Your brain begins to shut down. People start seeing things that aren't there. Some hear voices. Others believe an invisible partner is climbing beside them. Psychologists call this the third man factor. It has been reported by explorers, mountaineers, and polar adventurers for more than a century. No one knows exactly why it happens. Some scientists believe it's the brain's final survival mechanism, a desperate attempt to keep you alive. The mountain isn't haunted. Your own mind becomes the mystery. And when your brain can no longer tell reality from imagination, even the safest path can become your last. Not every person who disappears on a mountain is ever found. Snow keeps falling. Ice keeps moving. Glaciers slowly swallow everything in their path. A backpack, a climbing rope, an entire human body. Sometimes, decades later, the ice melts. The mountain quietly gives its secrets back. A boot appears, then a jacket, then a frozen climber, exactly where time left them. Scientists study these discoveries carefully. They reveal how people climbed, where they fell, and sometimes, what their final moments looked like. But many mysteries remain unsolved. Hundreds of climbers are still missing on mountains around the world. No one knows exactly where they rest. No one knows what they saw in their final hours. Maybe that's why mountains feel different from every other place on Earth. They don't just test your strength. They test your judgment, your patience, your fear, and your respect for nature. Because a mountain never hates you. It never hunts you. It simply doesn't care whether you survive. That's what makes it so terrifying. So, why do people keep climbing? Because every generation believes it will be different. Every climber thinks they'll make better decisions. Move faster. Prepare better. Come home. Most do. Some never will. The mountain doesn't choose its victims. It follows the same rules every single day. Gravity, weather, cold, thin air. The real mystery was never hidden inside the mountain. It was hidden inside us. Our curiosity is stronger than our fear. Our desire to explore is greater than our instinct to stay safe. That single instinct carried humans across deserts, through frozen oceans, into dense jungles, and eventually, to the moon. Without it, civilization would never have existed. But every discovery has demanded a price. Sometimes that price is comfort. Sometimes it's certainty. And sometimes, it's a life. The next time you see a giant mountain rising above the clouds, remember this. You're not looking at an enemy. You're looking at a place that has never cared whether humans existed. And yet, we keep climbing anyway. Because the greatest mysteries on Earth have never lived inside mountains. They have always lived inside the people who choose to climb them. The greatest adventures begin with a single question. Every discovery starts with curiosity. Every mystery changes the people who chase it. Some return with answers. Others become part of the mystery. The mountain nobody ever returned from. Some mysteries are solved. Others wait for the next explorer. History is still being written. Every mountain still holds secrets. Maybe the next discovery is waiting beneath the ice. Or maybe some questions will never be answered. Until then, the mountain remains silent. And perhaps that's the greatest mystery of all.